Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. In this episode, we've prepared an update to this quiz to determine who your love interest would be in the Star Wars universe. If you're enjoying the videos, please give them a like, share, and subscribe to the channel so I can continue making them for you. Now before we begin, grab a pen and paper or something to keep track of your answers and scores. After each question, select one response that aligns with how you choose to be in the Star Wars universe. It will then reveal how many points each response is worth. Add that number to your tally. At the end, we will add up all the points from the questions to determine which result you got. Alright, let's begin. Question 1. You see your love interest is struggling with something. Do you A. Send a droid to help them? You want to help, but don't want to be too direct. B. Go over and playfully tell them they're doing it wrong. C. Let them struggle. You will play hard to get. D. Move over to help them without asking if they need help. E. Ask if they need any help. It will show them you are kind. Question 2. Your love interest asks you to join them in ruling over an evil empire.
I want you to join me. We can rule together and bring a new order to the galaxy.
Do you A. Kill them and take over the empire yourself? You'll get any love interest once you're the ruler. B. Stop pursuing them. You could never love someone who rules an evil empire. C. Tell them no thanks for now. This is moving way too fast. You would like to take it slow. D. Decline and try to convince them to abandon ruling for you. E. Accept their invitation. You'd love to be second in command to them. Question 3. While in a shop on Tatooine, you get hit on by a slave.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Do you A. Tell them you're not interested in slaves. B. Tell them you are here strictly for business. C. Ask them out on a date. They are pretty charming. D. Flirt back with them. It's just harmless fun anyways. E. Tell their owner you feel uncomfortable so they can be punished. Question 4. You and your love interest are about to be executed.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do you A. Take this opportunity to tell your love interest how you feel about them? B. Try to bargain with them to save your love interest's life. Executing you should be enough. C. Try to bargain with them to spare your life. They only need to execute one of you, right? D. Kiss your love interest. You're going to be executed anyways. Better have one last kiss. E. Do nothing. Take this time to think of a plan for your escape. Question 5. You have a moment alone with your crush.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Do you A. Do nothing. The ball is in their court. B. Flirt with them. There's no harm in that. C. Ask them to marry you in secret. Nothing can go wrong here. D. Leave them be. It is forbidden to carry attachments. E. Kiss them. Yes, kiss. Question 6. Your love interest is murdered in front of you by your enemy. Do you A. Shrug it off, these things happen, there are more love interests out there. B. Try to heal them, you cannot live without them in your life. C. Hold them in your arms, tell them how much you love them. D. Lash out and get revenge on your enemy, how dare they do this. E. Take this opportunity to escape from your enemy. Question 7. You find out the one you love has apparently killed innocent children.
Anakin has turned to the dark side. I have seen a security hologram of him killing younglings.
Do you A. Refuse to speak to them, you can't be associated with a murderer of children. B. Question them, you don't believe what you're hearing. C. Try to convince them to see their mistake, they are going down a path you can't follow. D. Don't let it bother you, so they killed some younglings, they probably had it coming anyways. E. Kill your love, you can't let them get away with this. Question 8. Your love interest tells you they love you.
I love you.
Do you A. Tell them, I know. B. Give them a passionate hug. C. Laugh at them. Keep them in the friend zone for now. D. Admit that you love them back. E. Give them a passionate kiss. Question 9. How did you meet your love interest? A. You killed their last lover. B. In the library. C. In a bar on Coruscant. D. While on a mission. Question 10. What is the most important quality in a love interest? A. Looks, they must be hot. B. Status, they must be rich and famous. C. Personality, they must be a great person. D. Combat, they must be able to handle themselves. Alright, that was the last question. Good job on finishing the quiz. Now just add up all the points from the questions and we'll find out which result you have in the Star Wars universe. Between 10 and 13, you got Padme Amidala or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Padme Amidala was a human female from the planet Naboo. She was Queen of Naboo who became a senator of the Galactic Republic. Although she could be naive, she was an extremely thoughtful individual. Obi-Wan Kenobi was a Force-sensitive human male from the planet Stugin. He was a Jedi Master of the Galactic Republic. Although he could be defiant at times, he was wise beyond his years. Between 14 and 17, you got Leia Organa or Luke Skywalker. Leia Organa was a Force-sensitive human female from the planet Alderaan. She was a princess of Alderaan, a member of the Imperial Senate, and a leader in the Rebel Alliance. Although she could be impatient and had a fiery temper, she was fierce, outspoken, headstrong, and caring. Luke Skywalker was a Force-sensitive human male from the planet Tatooine. He was a Jedi Master during the reign of the Galactic Empire. Although he was known to be impulsive and impatient, he was also idealistic and wise beyond his years. Between 18 and 21, you got Rose Tico or Cal Kestis. Rose Tico was a human female from the planet Hayes Minor. She served the Resistance as a maintenance worker during their conflict with the First Order. She was incredibly brave, although sometimes to a fault, as her bravery would put her life in danger. Cal Kestis was a Force-sensitive human male who became a Jedi Knight during the reign of the Galactic Empire. Kestis was kind-hearted and had a sense of humility. He generally kept to himself and was quiet and hard-working. Between 22 and 25, You got Hera Syndulla or Kanan Jarrus. Hera Syndulla was a Twi'lek female revolutionary who became a central figure in the early rebellion against the Galactic Empire. She was a smart, tactful, and caring individual. She was an able and effective leader, and also an exceptionally skilled pilot. Kanan Jarrus was a Force-sensitive human male Jedi Knight from the planet Coruscant. He was known to be brave and honorable. He was a strict and methodical teacher who was highly skilled in using Force powers. Between 26 and 28, you got Shaak Ti or Ezra Bridger. Shaak Ti was a Force-sensitive Togruta female from the planet Sheely. She was a Jedi Master of the Galactic Republic. Although she was highly independent and liked to operate alone, she showed a great affinity for teaching. Ezra Bridger was a Force-sensitive human male Jedi Padawan from the planet Lothal. He was known to be very charismatic, something that helped him get by during his early years. He was also impatient and impulsive, which sometimes got him into trouble. Between 29 and 31, you got Aayla Secura or Finn. Aayla Secura was a Force-sensitive Twi'lek female from the planet Ryloth. She was a Jedi Master of the Galactic Republic. Although she was sometimes mischievous, she was an intelligent and compassionate individual. Finn was a human male from an unknown location. He was a stormtrooper who became a leader in the Resistance. Although easily susceptible to fear and stress, he was very protective of those he cared about. Between 32 and 34, you got Rey or Poe Dameron. Rey was a Force-sensitive human female from the planet Jakku. She was a scavenger who became a Jedi. Although unsure of herself and her own strengths, she possessed a heart full of generosity and willingness to help others. Poe Dameron was a human male from the planet Yavin 4. He was a pilot and served as a captain in both the New Republic and later the Resistance. Although he had a strong sense of commitment and duty, he was also known to be arrogant. Between 35 and 38, you got Ahsoka Tano or Han Solo. Ahsoka Tano was a Force-sensitive Togruta female from the planet Sheely. She was a Jedi Padawan of the Galactic Republic. Although known to be snarky and stubborn, she was generous and kind-hearted. Han Solo was a human male from the planet Corellia. He was a smuggler who became a leader in the Rebel Alliance. Although quite cynical and disagreeable, he was brave and loyal. Between 39 and 42, you got Sabine Wren or Lando Calrissian. Sabine Wren was a human female from the planet Cronest. She was a Mandalorian warrior and a leader in the Rebel Alliance. Although she was free-spirited and had a hard time following instructions she disagreed with, she was driven by an artistic desire. Lando Calrissian was a human male from the planet Socorro. He was a smuggler, gambler, and card player who became in charge of Cloud City and a leader in the Rebel Alliance. Although known to be a smooth talker and quite charming, he was also able to motivate others. Between 43 and 46, you got Cara Dune or Din Djarin. Cara Dune was a human female from the planet Alderaan. She served as a shock trooper in the Alliance to restore the Republic and the New Republic during the Galactic Civil War. She was a crack shot with a blaster and an intimidating brawler. Din Djarin was a human male Mandalorian who worked as a bounty hunter during the New Republic era. Although he displayed a cold personality towards other individuals, he showed a deep sense of care for the child. He was a skilled bounty hunter and fighter. Between 47 and 50, you got Jyn Erso or Cassian Andor. Jyn Erso was a human female from the planet Vault. She was a criminal who became a soldier and pivotal member of the Rebel Alliance. Although she had a rebellious attitude, she had a clear sense of right and wrong. Cassian Andor was a human male from the planet Fest. He was a soldier pilot and intelligence officer for the Rebel Alliance. Although he was committed, quiet, and reserved, he would not hesitate to commit morally questionable acts when necessary. Between 51 and 54, you got Qi'ra or Anakin Skywalker. Qi'ra was a human female from the planet Corellia. She was a criminal working for the White Worms gang before becoming a top lieutenant of the Crimson Dawn organization. Although she could be quite charming, she was a fighter willing to do what it took to survive. Anakin Skywalker was a Force-sensitive human male from the planet Tatooine. He was a Jedi Knight of the Galactic Republic. Although he was known to be reckless and arrogant, he also showed commitment to things other than himself. Between 55 and 58, you got Captain Phasma or Armitage Hux. Captain Phasma was a human female stormtrooper captain from the planet Parnassus. Above all, she cared only for her own survival and was even willing to betray her family and clan. If there was one thing she cared about more than herself, it was revenge. Armitage Hux was a human male from the planet Arcanus. He was a general of the First Order. Although he was seemingly sadistic in nature, he was quite ambitious to reach his goals. Between 59 and 62, you got Trilla Siduri or Boba Fett. Trilla Siduri, also known as the Second Sister, was a Force-sensitive human female who served in the Inquisitorius during the reign of the Galactic Empire. As the Second Sister, she was cruel and ambitious, relishing in hunting down all Force-sensitive survivors for the Empire. Boba Fett was a human male bounty hunter from the planet Kamino. A clone of his father, Jango Fett, he was both dangerous and deadly. At one point, he was one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy. Between 63 and 66,
Execute Order 66.
you got Aura Singh or Kylo Ren. Aura Singh was a near-human female from the planet Nar Shaddaa. She was a bounty hunter. Although she could demonstrate loyalty to those around her that were deemed useful, she was quite selfish and ruthless. Kylo Ren was a Force-sensitive human male from the planet Chandrila. He was the master of the Knights of Ren and became supreme leader of the First Order. Although he was heavily conflicted, he would often let his temper get the better of him. Between 67 and 70, you got Asajj Ventress or Darth Maul. Asajj Ventress was a Force-sensitive Dathomirian female from the planet Dathomir. She had been a slave, a Jedi Padawan, an assassin of the Sith, a Night Sister, and a bounty hunter. Although she was known to have a quick temper, she was also very cunning and swift. Darth Maul was a Force-sensitive Zabrak male from the planet Dathomir. He was a Sith Lord who later became the leader of the criminal organization Crimson Dawn. Although ruthless and vengeful, he did show genuine care to those closest to him. Interested in finding out more about who you'd be in the Star Wars universe? Check out our other quizzes. Anyways, I hope you had fun completing the quiz. So which one did you get? Let me know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. I hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.
You are not a Jedi yet.